Morocco, a rising power in North Africa, is rapidly modernizing its military and defense industry. From cutting-edge acquisitions to robust intellectual property protections, this strategic nation is building a formidable presence. Morocco has been actively enhancing its defense capabilities through increased budget allocations and strategic acquisitions. In 2023, the country allocated approximately $11 billion to its defense budget. This trend continued with a planned increase to $13 billion in 2025. In terms of equipment, Morocco isn't shying away from quality. The country has received advanced M1A2 SEP version 3 Abrams tanks from the United States, significantly enhancing its armored capabilities. Also from the US, the acquisition of TOW anti-tank missiles bolsters Morocco's ground defense systems. Of course, China is paying visits here too. Morocco has fielded Chinese HJ-9A Red Arrow 9 anti-tank missile systems, diversifying its military equipment sources and keeping its options open on the international stage of diplomacy. But what about the big guns, you ask? Well, recently, the US approved a $750 million sale of high-mobility artillery rocket systems and joint standoff weapons to Morocco, enhancing its long-range strike capabilities. At the opposite end of the Mediterranean, Morocco is doing business too. In a significant $500 million deal, the country acquired Israeli Barak MX air defense systems, strengthening its aerial defense. Morocco isn't held back by as much internal conflict as many West African nations to the south are. This means investments in industry development aren't too risky, relatively speaking. To bolster local defense production, Morocco announced the establishment of 2 industrial defense acceleration zones in June 2024. These zones aim to host industries focused on developing defense and security equipment, weapons, and ammunition systems. All this being said, Morocco stands out in Africa. It's a country that enjoys some gravitas and actively participates in international defense cooperation. For example, Morocco became the first African country to supply military equipment to Ukraine, providing 20 T-72B tanks. These strategic initiatives reflect Morocco's commitment to modernizing its military forces and enhancing its defense capabilities through both international collaborations and domestic industry development. Morocco has a robust framework for intellectual property protection. The country is a member of the World Intellectual Property Organization and adheres to the WTO TRIPS agreement, ensuring compliance with international IP standards. The Moroccan Office of Industrial and Commercial Property oversees the registration and enforcement of patents, trademarks, and copyrights. While Morocco's IP enforcement is considered effective, challenges remain, particularly in combating counterfeit goods and piracy. The country has made significant strides in addressing these issues by implementing stricter enforcement measures and cooperating with international organizations to protect proprietary technologies and brands. For companies in the defense industry, Morocco's IP environment is favorable, particularly for companies looking to collaborate on defense technology production in the newly established industrial acceleration zones. However, companies should ensure comprehensive IP due diligence to avoid potential risks related to counterfeit or unauthorized replication of sensitive technologies. Morocco's commitment to modernizing its military, diversifying defense partnerships, and strengthening intellectual property protections highlights its strategic focus on regional security and innovation. With cutting-edge acquisitions, industrial development zones, and international collaborations, Morocco is not only enhancing its defense capabilities, but also positioning itself as a leader in North Africa. Stay tuned for Mozambique.